guys are delusional, and you're not really delusional. You know your boss won't show anything. He won't let me say Dominion, Smartmatic, ES&S.
If you're a bad guy, you're going to say, I don't see it, la, 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 I don't see nothing. But if you're a true patriot, and you know, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. But they don't, because they serve Lucifer. They serve a satanic god.
Foreign adversaries hacked America's election.
The amount of cheating was just mind-boggling, and we have them cold.
I want to talk about Arizona, which is at the heart of the MAGA nutter movement. Donald Trump is running for re-election, and it's starting in Arizona.
Protect our kids at school. They act like it is. Nancy Pelosi, well, she's got protection when she's in D.C. Apparently her house doesn't have a lot of protection. But
Exhibit A, Kari Lake. This crazy bitch, just 2 days ago, was making jokes about Nancy Pelosi's husband, who's still in the ICU.
go back and look at the video. A lot of creative editing was done, okay? And I think you all know it if you were there. They clipped that clip and made it look bad.
Wow, I mean, she's just flat out lying.
She invokes the attack on Mr. Pelosi unprompted. Much of the audience laughs. The moderator chuckles so much that he's covering his face with his notes. At no point does she say, hey, this is not a joke, I'm being serious here, or it's inappropriate to laugh. Just watch the clip.
It is not impossible to protect our kids at school. They act like it is. Nancy Pelosi, well, she's got protection when she's in D.C. Apparently her house doesn't have a lot of protection. But if our lawmakers have protection, if our lawmakers can have protection, if our politicians can have protection, if our athletes, then certainly the most important people in our lives, our children, should have protection. Hi, Arizona. I'm Kari Lake, the Trump-endorsed candidate for governor. If you're watching this ad right now, it means you're in the middle of watching a fake news program. You know how to know it's fake? Because they won't even cover the biggest story out there, the rigged election of 2020. Now let's send the corrupt news a lesson and turn them off.
Fuck this cunt.
You called the 2020 election corrupt, stolen, rotten, and rigged, and there was no evidence of any of that presented in a court of law or anywhere else, that any of those things are true. So why do you keep saying that?
Well, there's plenty of evidence. We had 740,000 ballots with no chain of custody. Those ballots shouldn't have been counted. We had election
Where is the
laws
evidence of that?
Dana, there's plenty of evidence. You can find it. I'm happy to send it to your team. The problem is the media won't cover it, and
we've covered
really
this extensively, and what you just said has been debunked.
Only one side of it, Dana. The real issue, Dana, is that the people don't trust our elections. They haven't since 2000. We have the right, it's protected with our First Amendment, to question our government and to question elections.
No question about that.
We still have the First Amendment.
Yep.
We still have the First Amendment. And when you start seeing the media cancel people for questioning their government, then that's when we have a problem.
I totally agree about the First Amendment. You and I are benefiting from the First Amendment as we speak. So I couldn't agree with you more on that. If leaders like you and President Trump are saying that the election was stolen, aren't you participating, contributing, even causing the idea of people thinking that the election is not safe and secure?
No, we are going to make sure our elections are safe and secure for Democrats, Independents, and Republicans alike. We want to know that our legal vote counted. We want to know the winner on election night. We don't want to be counting for 10 days.
But
and we want everyone to know.
But shouldn't count it? Don't you want your votes to be counted? Don't you want your votes to be counted? No matter how long it takes?
I think you're stuck on 2020. I really do.
I have interviewed many Republicans and haven't even mentioned it. I only did with you because this is a big thing that you are running on. My question is, will you accept the results of your election in November?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
If you lose, will you accept that?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
She's running for governor, and oh my goodness, what a short gubernatorial stint it will be, because she is going to run for vice president with Donald Trump. Mark my words, remember that I said that. This cunt is going to knock Ron DeSantis off the podium. Mark my words, this bitch is dangerous. Let's not forget Exhibit B, Mark Finchem. This guy may be even more dangerous than Kari Lake. Hell, he may just be the guy that hands the election to Donald Trump on a silver platter.
Leading everybody. Everybody loves him because he's a warrior. Mark Finchem. Mark?
Finchem is a Trump loyalist and has been accused of anti-Semitism. He was present at the January 6th insurrection, spreading disinformation the day before.
When you steal something, that's not really a win. That's a fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, we know it, and they know it. Donald Trump won.
Also a long-time member of the far-right militia group, the Oath Keepers, many of whom were involved in storming the Capitol.
I find it hilarious that these people are considered legitimate. Maybe Republicans don't know what that word means, because the Republican National Committee actually put out an official statement that the people who were arrested after January 6th were engaged in legitimate political discourse. Stocking stuffer gift idea. If you know a Republican, buy him a dictionary for Christmas. Y'all take it easy. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal.
You guys are frauds.
What is your position on early voting at the moment? Can you just tell me?
Frauds.
You don't want
The Guardian is a fraud. You are a fraud.